Good morning. I'm Jeremy and welcome to our farm, Cornucopia Orchards. This little caged up guy, actually some of the other plants in here, we had to put a big cage on him because the deer, like everything else, they just destroyed him. And I was pretty sure this one was dead, but I wasn't 100%. And you can see that Paulownia is in fact alive and it's coming back from the roots. So we're gonna let it do its thing. I'll probably select one of those two stalks, probably the right one, but we'll see. As you can see in the sunshine, it is a bright day out here. We are in the middle of some awesome weather. A couple of days that were warmer than I need it to be this early in the year, but other than that, it's been beautiful. And we still have some weather on the way. The forecast says we're still going to get some rain this month, so long as we're not done with rain, it's going to be a great start to the summer slash end to the spring. Been a whole lot of detail work going on, stuff in tight spaces, hard to show all that much, but this is that lower closet water heater area. And that's all done in this closet, our coat closet where I showed the blocking is done. And yesterday Casey put in the drywall in this little bitty Nido closet up here on the top, long-term storage, probably for things like cleaning chemicals and whatnot. This is really the only like detail area that we started downstairs that hasn't been finished. And I'm gonna try and get to that this weekend. But let's head upstairs because I have something in my hand here in this bag, which is not from Target. That's a Target bag, but you know, you use them until they die. We're going all the way to the top. And here we are. Oxford White. Don't have the lights on right now, but it came in nice. I'm gonna take you in and see if I can get a little detail of this texture. So this is a higher nap, I think 1/2 inch. And that's all the texture we're gonna put on the walls. Comes out nice. I'm quite pleased with it. Color is nice. And not too bad for our first mudding job on the house. And it's up where you're not gonna see it too close and you're not gonna see it that often. But what you are gonna see is that. Yes, that. Can you tell why I'm annoyed? Try from this angle. Something look out of place there? Yes. That light is tiny. It is tiny. This is what they recommended. They recommended this light as the light to use in this fixture with this, whatever that thing is, your trim or whatever. And I hate it. I'm not a big fan. Apparently if you go larger, you can melt it or something. So silly me, I just went with what the box said to put in this thing, what it said online to put in this thing, and I did not register that until well after the return period on those light bulbs has closed. But that doesn't look great. I don't like being able to see all of that can behind that light. It's okay from a distance, I guess. But at this point we're stuck. So at the very least on the top floor up here, that's going to be the light we have. However, we did buy 2 larger sized bulbs that are supposed to also work in those fixtures. The whole reason we built that platform was because we didn't want to have to touch anything up high again. And it can be difficult to change out lights like that that are over a stairway. So hopefully it's years before we have to change these out. And so we went ahead and bought a different light bulb. You know, it's an E26 based par 30, and they're designed to be able to fit a 4-inch can light. In their list of things that's on the fixture, you can also use a BR40 in the 85 watt. We bought it local instead of sourcing it online so that I can get this done and get this platform moved, because that's kind of the whole thing that I'm trying to do here is get this out of the way so I can put that drywall on, I can get working up into here again under the eaves, and so that we can get the lower stairs done. Oh, I hate that too. So after video consultation with my better half, we've decided that that also looks ridiculous. And I don't know. I love these canless light or these can lights. in the installation at the rough stage. I like the fixture, I like that, but hey, Cooper lighting, this ain't it. So what do I do with these? Well, the plan had been, like I said, to just replace these and move on. At this point, we're just going to move on and not replace these little ones. They were so much cheaper than a name brand, which is what we bought, was a name brand to try and replace these two, just so we didn't have to be up in here again. That didn't work. I like that look even less, to have it holding down below the can light. They make them to where they come, some of the LEDs now come with their own trim or whatever that's called, baffle or whatever, and it fully encloses it so you can't see up into there. That's the look we were thinking we were getting, and that's what we'll try to get to eventually, but for now it's just an annoyance that I'm going to live with, and we'll build a platform that's much smaller enough to put a folding ladder on and get up into there and replace them. Or I feel like at one point I'd seen a pole that had a little suction cup that you could use to install a light, and maybe if we find a bulb that meets the requirements, I mean, there's only a list of like 4 or 5 that are supposed to work with these, so probably it's going to be, I'll be up on a platform replacing the trim. Now that we've taken that down, I got to figure out this very different stairway here. So I'm thinking what we're going to have to do is accept a little bit more height and working off of a ladder on top of the platform in order to be able to get stuff to come up through here. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to take these smaller boards and use them as a stand on this lower area, maybe even just these ones, and then just flat bottom and screw down into the platform here with that guy over there that I was using as the base before. I don't care about these 2x6s because they are warped, so I can cut them to length. So this is what I'm looking at. I haven't attached this in yet because I still got to be able to get up there and grab a board, but I can get up onto this thing as I come up the stairs. So can Casey. And you can see we've got a space between that we can probably angle a board to get it in here. I've left room on the sides to where we should hopefully be able to maneuver these side sheets. And the ladder spacing is about here to about here. So it should be sufficiently safe. It should get me almost everything that I need. It's going to be a pain, but I think it's my best option at this point to be able to get that up there. I will probably bring back the red lift and squeeze it into this space, and then just do a big arm extension on the one side and no extension on the other side. And I think that will get me what I need up there onto the ceiling. I'm not worried about the support, I'm worried about the board itself, but I have that big board there. I have a little cross board for extra, and around the corner down in there, I've got another one that's vertical right here. So it's got plenty of support. I don't like this plywood. All right, we're down the other stairs. Let's scrape our way up here with the ceiling sheet. There's that. Caught on something for a second there. I'm putting a real angle to it so that I don't hit this nasty stuff and drop it all over my head. Okay, why don't we have you climb up in there? Ready? You're gonna just, yeah, pull it that way. Nasty, don't do it. Stay.
Wait. Caught more than a little on something. I can't tell what it is. There we go. It's loose.
Oh, it was caught on your end on the screw.
Oh. Okay. Can we hold it for a second? Because I'm at my max height.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
It's not gonna like drop on you.
I don't think so.
Okay. Do we need to extend that arm before it's completely out of reach?
can probably go up and do that still. Yeah. Is there something going up there? No? Okay, there we go.
Now hold on, it came out. There we go.
Try and make, yeah, nice and tight.
Okay. So good. All right.
That looks like that'll work.
Just hold that while
I think we can work with that, don't you?
Yep. I will try and hold this if you want to.
Well, I think my collate's down there. Do you want to go get the collate for me?
Okay, you got it? Okay.
I don't think it's up here anyway.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that mineral wool is my favorite. I like eating it. I like breathing it. I might drink it next. So the back sheet's at least mostly secured. I haven't done the top yet. And we decided to go horizontal on here. It's one of those things where you change your decision after you've gotten input. And the reasoning that Casey gave, which I decided was smarter than what I had, was that this is an easier seam to deal with. And you know, you've got your upper seams that can't be avoided, but then instead of having a vertical seam that's hard to reach, except on ladder, this one's easy to deal with. It's at a height where with this platform we've built, you know, it's essentially my head height, so either of us can reach it quite easily. You know, it's nice to be wrong every once in a while, I guess. This is a nightmare getting this thing to go up through here with that platform. I got it into the groove at least. Oh my gosh, so I had to get it in sideways like this and then work my way over and then convince it down that and then back up. And then it was pinching, but just barely on that tip right there. So I got it to slide this way and then over and down. Not so great. This one came up because I hadn't secured this corner, like pulled the screws up against apparently. So that gapped me there on that one, but it was good originally. And then this one, that one's problem is I just couldn't lift that sheet up and get it perfectly vertical. I'm stupid. I should have done this sheet first. I just was lazy and didn't want to flip the sheet downstairs to where I could wrap my brain around that multiple angles and cuts. We'll do that one next though. But yeah, we've got a 1/2 inch gap there at the top that I'm gonna have to fill in. There's just no way for me to turn this thing. I don't think I can make it up around the corner. Oh, yeah. I had to take it up this side, flip it, took it outside, flipped it, brought it back in, forced it up this side's channel so I could lift it, and then of course the natural cut of the board, the sheet, allowed me to get it up here. So I just got to get it over and then slide it this way. Now that the stairs are pretty much done, all the big sheets are done, it's just small stuff, thankfully. I'm gonna actually work on getting the stair wall reinstalled, and with the stair wall reinstalled, it's just tiny pieces in the attic. And the attic, I'm pretty confident after what I just experienced that unless we take down the little platform, well, then we could run up to 8-foot sheets. But I don't think I can get them back behind onto the other side of that wall. I think it's got to be 4 feet. Did get down to the end there. We've got one long bit there that needs done. I have to finish securing all of the screws in this wall, kind of going just fast. And then I've got a little bit here and this piece here that needs done. And we are then done down here and headed up to the attic again. Well, hopefully this is the last that we have to buy of this, but we definitely did need a few more. I am completely out of all the 12s, and so I went in and got a few 8s from Lowe's. We're gonna see whether these ones are friendlier than the last batch with these straps. Nothing makes me madder than when you pull one of these and it just goes and then dies. I don't know why that is, but it's so satisfying when you pull it. Yes. 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 Those 12s we had earlier, boy, they would not do that. They refused to do that. And as we are now at a point where I have very little left that I need to do down here, I went ahead and did the stairs here. That's what this is behind me. You can see that I've got that drywalled in, and I am running up on top with drywall as well for now. I'm more than likely going to cap that with some wood by the time we're all done. It obviously doesn't make a whole lot of sense, even just as a wall, to leave it just drywall, in my opinion, but I have seen it before. And for now, it'll be fine. And given that it was using scraps mostly to do this little bit here, it came out okay. should corner just fine. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.